Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A with questions that I asked you for on my update video in the comments, and also on Instagram and Snapchat. A few things that I want to say before I get started. I'm out of breath because I have a limited amount of time because all of my roommates were in quarantine right now because of COVID-19, and all my roommates went to the grocery store. So they're going to be back any minute, and I just wanted to film this while I had some silence. Location. I'm on my couch, my bedroom's a mess, my couch is comfy, so that's why we're here. And oh, my hair's short. I cut my hair over spring break before all of this craziness. I was vlogging that week, but then it kind of ended because of all the craziness, so I think I'm going to finish up that video, like just do an outro, and then I'll post it in a few weeks. I have a few other things I wanted to post before that. So with all of that being said, and also I donated my hair, so don't come at me for having short hair now. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the questions. My roommate called me, so 1 second. He's not answering and I don't have time for that. Okay, what is the quantum theory? I don't know. What do you like to do in your free time? I don't know if that's supposed to be like about quarantine or like in general, but in general with my free time, I don't know, I don't really have a lot of free time in general. Like right now I have a lot, and I've been editing a ton of videos and playing a lot of Xbox. Other than that, I like to make music. I love singing. I sing a lot. That's something I definitely do a lot in my free time. I scroll on Pinterest and so other social media. I like thinking of video ideas and also outfit ideas. Right now during quarantine, like I said, I just do a lot of editing, which is why I'm going to be posting a lot. Don't get used to it. I will go to 1 video a week once everything goes back to normal, like I have work and school again. Well, I still have school, but if I have it in person, it's a lot harder than having it online. So that's pretty much what I do right now. And then I play a lot of, well, not a lot, but I play Xbox also. My roommates play way more than I do. How did you learn you could sing? That's from Nathan. I just wanted to say that because he might have wanted me to like shout him out. Because he didn't do it anonymously. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. How did I learn to sing? Or learn that I could sing? I've always loved singing. When I was little, me and my sister would sing all the time. She was really good, and I was just like really upset that I couldn't sing when I was younger. And I was really obsessed with Taylor Swift. I cannot remember anyone else that I was obsessed with. If I remember, I'll put it on right here on the screen right here. I was really obsessed with Lizzie McGuire. I would just come home from school and do karaoke or sing along to those songs constantly. I wrote songs, they were all really crappy because, you know, I was in like elementary school. So I didn't really learn I could sing. I actually couldn't sing for a while. I kind of taught myself. I didn't even get into choir until I was in college. I learned whistle tones from YouTube, which I don't think y'all have ever heard me sing a whistle tone. I'll eventually come out with a cover that has whistle tones in it. So that's how I learned that I could sing. Who is your biggest inspiration and why? I think that's really hard. I tried not to think about the answers to these questions because I wanted them to be genuine, but also at the same time I'm like not good at coming up with answers really quickly. So who is my biggest inspiration and why? Well, I know there's another question that asks who's my singer/songwriter role model and why. That's from Faustina. That one is definitely Ariana Grande. I'm just obsessed with her, and like all of her songs are right in the range that like really pushes me vocally, and I think it's just really fun to sing her songs. Not to mention she just has an amazing voice. So that's my singer-songwriter role model. But as a person, probably my parents. Both of them. They mean a lot to me. They raised me, and I want to be like them a lot of times. Like obviously no one's perfect, but they always try to keep being better. And also Isaiah's parents, they're the same way. Like they really inspire me, and well, they're my parents now too, and I love them a lot, and they're huge inspirations to me as well. So my parents and Isaiah's parents are my biggest role models, or I guess my biggest inspirations. What is your biggest struggle in life? Probably confidence, because that puts me back on a lot of things. Like I start overthinking, and like I won't do something, or I'll procrastinate on it because I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up. So that just kind of like throws me off with a lot of things in life. So that's probably my biggest, my back hurts. That's probably my biggest struggle, is just fighting myself. Yeah. What do you do to unwind/relax? I don't relax, ever. I do. I like taking baths, but I don't really that often. I guess at night, whenever I'm trying to get tired and like go to sleep, I'll like lay in bed and scroll through Pinterest or something relaxing. No sound. I always get mad at Isaiah when he plays videos before and after waking up because that's just too much. Right when I'm like either trying to go to sleep or like waking up from sleep. But he always wants to play videos that are super loud. What is your biggest pet peeve? Playing videos that are super loud. No, I'm just kidding. Probably smacking. Well, that's not really a pet peeve. That just gets on my nerves, but I usually try not to say something because some people can't help it or whatever, and I don't want to be rude. Pet peeve. People being mean, I guess, for no reason. I don't know. I don't really have pet peeves. I probably do, I just can't think of them. Alexis and Seth, why did I say Seth? Alexis and Isaiah probably know my pet peeves, so if y'all can think of some that I hate, comment those below for everyone. Why is the grass green and the sky blue? Science. What is your best quality as a person, and what is one thing you think you can improve on? This is one of the ones from Jen. My best quality, I think I genuinely try to be nice to everyone because I've been bullied and I've been in a place where I didn't have anyone and I wished I did, so I try to be there for everyone. Even if it seems like time consuming or like other people are like, why would you do that? Like, you don't have to do that, it's not worth your time or something like that. I still try to really be there for people, especially if I know if they're depressed. I always respond. Even if I'm busy, I'll try to respond later, or I just try to be really positive for those people. So I think that's something that I'm like really proud of myself for doing. One thing that I can definitely improve on would be time management. Like as organized as I try to be, I still struggle with time management a lot because I'll think that I have more time than I do, or I'll be like, oh, I'll just do that later, I've got plenty of time. Or I'm like, oh, that's not that hard, it'll be super easy, and then it ends up being really hard and taking a lot longer, mostly with school or practicing. Practicing, I really need to practice too. I get a little too confident with my skills in music, and then I actually play something that I haven't practiced and it doesn't improve because I haven't practiced. Go figure. So that's something I need to work on. What is the toughest part about having a YouTube channel, and what's the most rewarding part? I think the toughest part, it used to be editing, but now that I don't have a computer. Now that I'm using my roommate's computer that works very well, because I do have one, but it's still really slow. My roommate's computer is a round of applause to Matt for letting me use his computer to edit. He's probably not watching this, so that's no longer a big struggle for YouTube. I think the comments that I get on that swimsuit video are really hard for me, but actually not that hard because they don't really get to me. Like, they just make me mad because that's not why I posted the video, and so I'm just like frustrated, but it's not really like they hurt my feelings or anything. Like, I'm pretty confident in myself and my content, and like I know that those swimsuits are not revealing, so I'm not worried about it. So that's a struggle, it's just like getting comments like that. And then the most rewarding part is getting subscribers from people like John and Jen, or like my friends who are just super excited to watch my videos. Just getting views and comments and feedback from people who mean a lot to me, and my videos mean a lot to me too, so like those together is just really rewarding. What was your most embarrassing moment? I get embarrassed a lot. I can't think of anything that's like really funny. I can't think of anything. I cannot think of an answer to this question. I'll come back to that. What is something about you that would surprise people? I used to be shy. I'm not shy at all now. I'm like super, super social, but I used to be shy in junior high and high school. I was like shy because, I wasn't shy at first. I was really outgoing and annoying, and then people told me I was annoying, and I was self-conscious about that, so then I became shy. But then I went to college and found people who were genuine and actually like me, and I'm still friends with those people, even though I became friends with them in 2015, and a lot of my friends from high school I don't really talk to that much anymore, except for Alexis, love you. So then I became unshy again. And I remember like when I was in high school, I would go to summer band camp, and I would be like super, super social butterfly. Like, I would talk to everyone at summer band camp because I knew I wouldn't see them again, or I wouldn't see them until the next year, so I didn't really care what they thought about me, which is how you should always live your life. What do you consider to be your best physical feature, and what would Isaiah say is your best physical feature? I'm also gonna ask Isaiah after I answer what I think he would say, just to see what it really is. But I really like my eyes. They are green whenever light hits them. I also like my legs, but I feel like I like my eyes the most. My legs aren't as nice anymore that I don't work out, so I definitely like my eyes more. Oh, I also really love my height. I love being short. People try to pick on me for being short, and that's like the one thing that I won't get self-conscious about. Like, I love my height. I'm 5 foot exactly. And I think Isaiah likes that. I think that's what he would say. He might jokingly say something like, your butt, or like something like that. But if I told him that it's going on YouTube, he'd probably say how small I am. Like, small, I am small. Yeah, I feel like that's what he's gonna say. What do you think is my best physical feature? Get off your phone and answer the question.
I'm not answering that question.
I had to answer what I thought you would say, so we're gonna see what you say.
That's bait.
Why?
It's bait.
How's that bait?
It's bait.
I mean,
I don't
there
feel
could be
safe
other things that
answering
you
that
also
question.
like. Just what's your favorite?
Other bait.
My favorite about myself is my eyes. I'm not gonna tell you what I thought you would say.
Your eyes.
That's your favorite about me? For real, what's your favorite?
Yeah, your eyes.
I said my height, like how small I am.
Oh, that's alright. What?
I don't know, I just thought that's what you would say. Because you always talk about how small I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I was wrong. What was your first date with your husband? We actually didn't go on a date for a while. We started dating in November of 2016. And we went on our first date in February for Valentine's Day. We went to Applebee's. So like, we were friends and then we started dating. So we didn't have to like go on dates to get to know each other. So we would just hang out all the time. We would game, we would play Guitar Hero like constantly. So yeah, Applebee's was like our first date, which is kind of lame, but whatever. We just wanted to go get food on Valentine's Day, and then we realized that we hadn't been on a date together before. So that's when I realized that was our first date. And then I have a couple more questions that are quarantine related. What have you been doing to pass the time during the quarantine? Editing. Obviously, you guys can see that I posted 3 times this week, and I'm posting again tomorrow. Today's Saturday. I'm either gonna post this video today or tomorrow, and then I'll post twice next week if I can. I'm gonna keep posting as much as I can while I have time to edit. And then once quarantine is over and I go back to normal life, I think I said this in the beginning of the video, I'm only gonna post once a week, probably. So yeah, I've been editing a lot to pass the time. I haven't really gotten bored because I have 3 roommates, one of which is my husband, and he's my best friend. Sorry, Alexis, you know how it is. What impact has this time of crisis in our country had on you, specifically, and in terms of your overall outlook on life? This is the last question, by the way. She said, this is from Jen, and she said, I hope that question makes sense. I struggled with finding the proper way to word it. I feel like that's pretty good wording. Like, I totally get what you're asking. So, impact that it's had on me. I'm a music major and my school has gone completely online for the rest of the semester, which is super hard for music. It's worked for some of my classes, but some of them not so much. Like, I'm in a duet with a flute player and we're not able to do the duet. We're gonna try to record and put it together, but I don't know how it'll work, and it's just not the same. You can't match style, you can't perfectly match tempo unless you have a metronome. You can't sway the tempo because you have to be with a metronome to make sure that the recordings stay together, and it's just really hard to be musical like that. And then same thing with wind ensemble. We're all gonna record our parts and try to put it together, but it might not work, so we'll see about that. I don't know if it'll work. Hopefully though, like, I really think it would be super cool if it would work. I just don't know if everyone's gonna be able to put in their recordings in time and have them in like the certain amount of tempo and all of that. We just can't do much stylistically without being together and being able to hear and see each other. For work, so far it hasn't affected me. I still work. Well, okay, that's a lie. Isaiah, okay. What I do for work is I schedule Isaiah's routes to go to people's houses to fix their furniture with their family business. And because he can't go into people's houses, starting last Tuesday we had a lockdown, and that's when he stopped going out I have nothing to schedule. The only thing I'm doing right now for work is rescheduling people who were scheduled before the day that he's going to start working again. And then there's a few work orders that we've already received. So that's a little bit of work. But last week I worked 22 hours. This week I've worked about 4. So it's a lot less. And once I run out of those people to call, depending on how long we stay in quarantine, I won't have work. So that will affect me. But I am really good at saving money. So as long as we're not in quarantine for like a month, then or like as long as I'm not out of work for like a month, then I'll be fine to pay rent. And we already bought a ton of groceries before we stopped having work, so we'll be fine. They're buying a little bit more just because like the essentials, like milk, stuff that goes bad. But we have a ton of canned goods. We have some meat. Like me and Isaiah did HelloFresh for a month. Coincidentally, we started HelloFresh a few weeks ago just to try it out because they had like a sale. And then we went on quarantine and like lockdown and everything, and we were still getting the meals, and it was just perfect. And we actually haven't even finished cooking all of them. We still have like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 left. We were supposed to get another box, but Isaiah accidentally canceled it because it is, you know, with the sale, HelloFresh is still really expensive. I was gonna do a review of it, but I just, every time we went to cook something, I was just really hungry and didn't feel like dealing with the camera because I was cooking because I was hungry. So I didn't ever film it, but I can like tell you all about it at some point if you want. As far as my outlook on life because of this, I feel like my political views are slightly different. I don't want to get political, but I can't make up my mind if I want government assistance or not, because me personally, I would be fine, but I know there are a ton of people out there who really need it. And I was telling Isaiah, I feel like the government assistance should only be for people who have been laid off because of this pandemic. But it would just, it's good morally, but I just don't think that it's realistic because it would be super hard to figure out who all has been laid off and all of that. It just would be too late, probably. I haven't even filed my taxes. I gave my accountant all of my information, but then they extended it, so I don't know if she's finished putting it all together. Me and Isaiah are filing together this year. Sorry, my camera cut off. The government doesn't even know that I work. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this part in there because I just don't want people to think that I know what I'm talking about because I don't. So yeah, that's all the questions. I hope that I answered everything the way you hoped or expected. If you have any other questions or something for me and Isaiah together, be sure to comment those below and I will get to them in the next Q&A, or if I do one again with Isaiah updated now that we're married. You know, we're actually gonna do like a little sit down talking portion of the wedding vlog from when we got married, so I could save questions that you have for me and Isaiah for that because we haven't filmed that yet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you guys are staying safe. Stay home, wash your hands, only go out if you absolutely need to, wear gloves. If you're sick, don't go out at all. If you do have to go out, wear a mask, blah blah blah. You guys have heard this all over the place. Don't go crazy being home and bored. You can watch my videos. I have a lot of them. Not really though. I posted a lot back in the day, but I'll be posting a lot now, so you guys can watch them as they come out. And there's a ton of other good YouTubers out there. Like if you guys want to know my favorite YouTubers, like top 10 or whatever, that's something I could definitely film while in quarantine. So comment below if you want to see that video. My top 10 favorite YouTubers and why. Let me know and I'll film that and give you guys some YouTubers to watch. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you know when I post again. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! I did that wrong. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!